Good afternoon, my name is Oliver Zorn. I'm the Community Engagement Manager from the Fox Valley Symphony Orchestra. I'm glad to be here with you today. Can I start off with an easy question? How many of you have had the opportunity to enjoy the Fox Valley Symphony at the concert hall? Great, love to see those hands. How about this for a question? Hopefully everybody's hand goes up. How many of you have listened to music? Great. So we can all agree that music is important. Music inspires creative thought. Music makes us smarter. Music makes us happier. Music builds mental resiliency. And most importantly, music builds community. The Fox Valley Symphony Orchestra's mission is to enrich and nurture the human spirit through symphonic music. And we have a fantastic concert series at the PAC where we present world-renowned guest artists with our orchestra. And we're very proud of that, but we recognize that there are barriers to participation that exist for some people in our community. One of the populations that we've identified that faces numerous barriers to participation is children and adults with special needs. That is why we created and piloted the In Harmony program this past year. In Harmony is music therapy informed performance and partners our symphony performers with music therapists, Lawrence University music education students, and brings them into school sites and adult day sites that serve populations with special needs. This program is modeled after a program out of Madison called Heartstrings and works to overcome those barriers by creating interventions that engage the participants with the music being presented by the symphony musicians. Now, we created this as a pilot, and before we started the pilot, we needed to hold an orientation session to kind of bring all the stakeholders together and figure out what exactly we were going to do and what impact this was going to have. The pilot orientation was a very exciting time. All the partners were excited, except for there was one teacher in particular from a class at Appleton West that seemed less than optimistic about the success of this pilot in his classroom. Now, this teacher teaches in the Severe Emotional and Behavioral Disorders classroom at Appleton West. He explained that this classroom is a contained space, that his students enter his classroom at the beginning of the day and they leave his classroom at the end of the day. There's no opportunity for integration or enrichment programming offered by the school for these students because of their emotional and behavioral disorders. He shared about how he wanted us to be prepared that we may not have positive engagement from his students. They may seek to shut down and not participate. And worse yet, we may experience negative behaviors that will lead us to cancel the program early. Now, this rattled me and a couple of the musicians a little bit, not knowing what to expect when we went into this environment. But I was incredibly thrilled at the very first performance at Appleton West to look over at that teacher and basically lift his jaw up off the ground as I listened to him mutter to himself about how surprised he was that that student was participating, or I can't believe that they're going along with this. Not only did we get positive engagement from his students, but at the very end of that first performance, one of his students unsolicited decided to give us some feedback and shared that in middle school, the whole reason he wanted to go to school, his favorite part of the school day, was music class. And now that he's in high school, he no longer has that opportunity to go to music. But that today's performance, the opportunity to engage with music today, made him feel a little bit better. Now, that was an incredibly impactful moment for me and for that teacher and for the musicians that were involved. And our pilot is peppered with stories like that of students just standing up and sharing how important this is to them, to have that opportunity to engage with music. In addition, the feedback from teachers about the therapeutic goals of their students and participants at the CP Center in Kimberly continues to emphasize the impact that this program can have on their lives. I had a recent meeting with the special education directors for the Appleton Area School District, and they were sharing about the excitement that's kind of bubbling throughout the district about this program that just was piloted in 2 of their schools. Because in the Appleton Area School District, there are many schools where students with special needs do not have an opportunity to engage with music. It's not just the SEBD classroom at West. And that their hope is actually that we build this program to the point that it inspires that collaboration between the special needs teachers and the music teachers within their school district so that they're able to take this program and make us obsolete so that we can move on to another school district. The Symphony is going to grow this program. We're hoping to do 5 sites in this next year, and we're looking for partners to help join us along that way, and I'm happy to answer your questions.